What up, YouTube? LTH coming at you with a video. 7-13 to Bio City win here. So, yesterday it was down to the wire and 7 lead changes happened. And of course, Brandon McManus hit a great game winning field goal to beat the Texans. Like I predicted, it was a chance that the Texans would lose at Green Bay, and that's what the reality looked like. But start off with the defense. They once again play lights out. Yeah, they had some bumps and bruises, and yeah, D'Angelo Ross was the weak link in their defense. But outside of that, defense, forced 3 turnovers, got 3 sacks as a team. Of course, a turnover on special teams. And it did score some points off of turnovers. Despite missing 4 to 5 starters, or actually 6, one on IR still, and one is currently suspended for 4 games. And, Mixon, he was the whole Texans offense. He was carrying that offense all game. Because of the lack of production from the receivers and tight ends. Schultz and Stover were the leading receiving tight ends, but receiving core, not a lot of production. Tank Dell, had him a TD catch and he dropped that, which led to them settling for 3 points. I think Houston wins that game if Tank Dell doesn't drop that TD catch, because I know he's been missing in action in 24 so far. I know Nico's out, but man, I expect more from Tank. And Stephon wasn't much of a factor either. And just like Stroud, who looked worse than his debut of last season in week 1 when they faced the Ravens. Worst uncomfortable games in Stroud's young career. And of course, pass protection sucked, in which led to the Packers' pass rush giving Stroud tremendous problems, which made it hard for him to buy time. And yes, some of the plays were on Stroud holding on to the ball for too long, but the play calling by Slowick, put the Texans offense in pretty bad situations, which is inexcusable. So, and even with Texans should have been blown out, but that wasn't the case. The second half was a defensive shootout for sure. A fight to the finish. But Jordan Love, outside those 2 picks, who just got to stop being reckless with the rock. But I still say he outplayed Stroud, by the way. Jordan Love outplayed C.J. Stroud despite them 2 reckless picks he threw. I'll just throw it at that. And of course, the time management late in the game was a red flag. Plus the play calling, when all they needed was at least a first down to take more time off the clock, leaving less time for Jordan Love. And I can't overlook that dropped interception Eric Murray had, which would have won the Texans the game, putting them at 6-1. But it gave Jordan Love extra opportunities, and yep, they paid the price for it. But hey, you win some, you lose some. You can't win them all. But Packers are now 5-2, while the Texans fall to 5-2, and now only lead the AFC South by 1 game now because of the Colts winning yesterday against the Dolphins. And I gotta say, next week, which is week 8, it's going to be huge because Houston cannot afford to drop another game. Just like they can't afford another bad outing from C.J. Stroud. he's going to have to play a way lot better than yesterday. Because, yeah, it was pretty inexcusable. I mean, I get it. You know, the pass protections got to play a lot better, too. You know, especially the interior online. Because, like I said, that pass rush of Green Bay kicked Stroud's butt. But hopefully the Texans get some of their key starters back. You know, such as Christian Harris being activated, along with Assis Shire and To'o coming back. Because, man, they're going to need those guys in a big way. Knowing Jonathan Taylor and Anthony Richardson is going to run the life out of that football, which I'll explain more when I do a Colts and Texans preview. But, hey, it is what it is. So, and of course, I got to shout out my guy, Adam James, known as AJ. You know, the Packers fans, shout out to you, my boy. And, hey, congratulations to your Packers. And, I mean, wish them nothing but the best for the rest of 2024. So, there you have it. LTH checking on up out of here. Forever and always, go Houston Texans. I'm out.